Okay, about the last video for February 4th, 2014. I have to say I had an awesome day walking around, going up, exploring all them different areas I had not been in. However, I'll get ready to go to bed. Well, I'm actually in bed. Can't sleep. Never ending process of crap on my mind. It's like it's all deja vu all over again. So, today I had a discussion with a few friends with what was going on. I know I've been double-crossed and I know I've been deceived. I'm not stupid. I'm about ready to cut ties with someone, a certain person in my life. Another person, for the other person I'm still waiting for. So that person's I'm waiting for that person to come to Morgantown whenever they can. I'm just going to stick it out here in Morgantown. Because I do like my hometown. This is my new hometown. There is such thing as being antisocial. And there's such thing as being sociable, but you're not so sociable that people get much information out of you. You socialize enough to say hello and goodbye. Well, hello, how are you? You know, that sort of thing, that's it. When I say we should be, what's the point, we don't socialize with anyone? When I say that, I mean, only way we socialize is say hello, hey, hello, how are you? Oh, my day's good. Alright, have a great day. And that's the briefest socializing you can ever do and still be sane. I don't want to get to know no one else. I don't want no more friends. Because everybody I've tried to become friends with has either done something behind my back or deceived me some way or another. I think me and my family, including my husband, I don't know about on his half, but I do know me and him were both deceived by somebody because of that certain person. That's why I want to become completely antisocial. But I know if I become antisocial, I'll become a complete nut worse than what I am now. Basically, I'll make that person that started a crack. What does look sane? Oh boy, that's bad. Personally, I don't give a shit about saying the person's name. But also, another discussion that has been brought up with quite a few people. I have found a religion that I would like to practice, so I would like to stick with that religion. It brings up what my past was like as a child. Rephrase this. As a child. My past as a child while in church. The good times. Apostolic is what I'm considering staying with. I first went to the Riverside Apostolic Church down here on Riverside Boulevard, and I liked it. From day one when I went in for the indoor yard sale, something told me this is the place you belong. Ever since that day, I worked it out, and Brother Davenport and his family met me here at the Circle K. And I went to church with them for like 3 weeks straight, 3 or 4 weeks straight. And since with me working, have to pull in all the hours that I can to make the money, that's why I got myself screwed. I have the will to want to work. I have the will to want to keep my life going. But without God, there's no faith, there's no hope. Anybody can have faith with or without God. Anybody can have hope. But without God, you're going to hit rock bottom. And I know I should be all preachy and stuff, but it's the truth. When you hit rock bottom, that's when you realize, you know what? You got off the wrong path. You got off that path again. God will always forgive you, but you gotta live up to your forgiveness. Or when you make an apology and decide that you're gonna follow what's right, you gotta do what it takes. You gotta have the will to stay in that right path and not veer off to the right or the left of that path. If the path takes you right, well, go right. If the path takes you left, go left. Don't veer off the path. You follow the footsteps of the first person that led that path, which more likely would be your pastor, because the pastor follows in Christ's footsteps. Sure, not all pastors do. I have met a few pastors that are they are filled with so much hypocrisy. I've met pastors that were complete hypocrites. You can tell when you're in a right church. Me, that was disturbing. When I first moved to Morgantown, I started going to Pastor Medley and Sylvia's church. It was a good church, but the Spirit didn't flow freely. For some reason, well, maybe it did. Okay, maybe it did. It might have, but let me rephrase this. The Spirit was there, but that was not my church. The Spirit did not call me to that church. That's what I was trying to basically get at when I stated about the whole Spirit thing not being there. Now, the Spirit was there. You could feel the Spirit there. But I don't know how to explain this. When you're going to a church and you don't feel what you think you should feel, more likely it's not the right church, or you're not giving it the chance. One of the two. But if you've been in church your whole life, you're going to know automatically, like that, if that's the right church for you or not. I stepped into Pastor Medley and his wife's church. It was a church. Someone would and go and pray, and all that. I was able to talk to Pastor Medley and his wife. They were very friendly people. You could see that God was in that church, but I only went to that church for a little bit longer after I started. Something told me that was not my church to go to. I tried going to Wesley United Methodist. On Saturdays I went. Went there one Sunday. Nope. Not for me. Kind of like the Catholic. The way they did like Catholics. Too scary. No offense to anybody that's a Methodist. But I went there. Everybody, once again, was very friendly, which most churches are. They're very friendly. If they're not, then there's something wrong. But I'm trying to figure. I went to my friend Angie's church, with a cleared up at Cheat Lake. Not for me. Nope. No offense to my friend Angie, but that's not my type of church. Every single church I went to was not the way I believed. Okay. A little brief history about me. I was brought up in a Christian environment. My great aunt Lita, every Sunday morning we'd get up about 6 o'clock in the morning. She'd make me some breakfast. After I ate my breakfast, I'd brush my teeth and then I'd get in the bath. And then we'd get ready and go to church. I used to love going to church with my great aunt Leda. I still do. Really trying to get YouTube videos uploaded, and the thing is, every single YouTube video I upload from this phone does not show up like it's supposed to. If I do it from this phone, it goes up. I don't even want to go to bed tonight. I don't even want to go to work tomorrow. But I have to. But once again, I think it was God told me to let it go. When I gave up my rights. God gives his toughest wars to his strongest soldiers. That was the toughest decision I had to ever make, as well as for my husband too. I hope never again that I ever have to make that decision. Or any worse decision. Because that's something I could not ever think I can ever relive. But I know in reality, I'm going to have to do what it takes. To see that my babies are happy. Loved and cared for. My great aunt Paula would have told me, you're probably not going to get them back at this point. It's probably best to give them up. But also I could see my great aunt tell me, fight. There's a reason why I relinquished. One, I followed my instinct. Two, I gotta let God take the wheel. They say sometimes when bad things happen, there's always a good outcome in the end. In this the bad thing that happened to me, there was a good thing. I get to have contact with the girls. And I get to still have my husband. It works both ways. To be honest, since I've had to give up the girls, I've had complete anxiety attack after anxiety attack. Well, I had my husband. My husband don't know yet. He does, well no, that's a lie. He does know because I dropped my divorce and I dropped my protection order. So I think that's pretty much a good hint that, honey, I want you home where you belong. I will be here waiting for you when you come home. Whether it's here or somewhere else here in Morgantown, I will be here waiting. Here in the county of Mon County. My journey. Mom seems to think that the reason why my kids got taken, because she's thinking that God sees something bad happening in the future. That's what she's thinking. But also she thinks it's meant for me to be a spokesperson. Spokesperson. Basically, someone who can lead people to God. By talking about my experiences and what I've had to go through. Mom stated I've had to go through the most horrible, tragic, I've had to make the most horrible, tragic decision in my life. I, my mom knew I had my mind set. From the get-go, I was going to relinquish. To be honest, in 2013, I prayed. Because I knew I was not going to be able to take care of these babies. By myself. But at that point, I was also with Charles. With Charles, I probably could have. But I seen a breakup at that point. The whole thing, I seen a breakup in one of my dreams between me and Charles. Which right now there is a breakup. He's somewhere else, and I'm here. That's a breakup, even though I dropped my divorce, dropped my protection order, and I'm sure by now he's probably seen my messages while I'm still going to stay with him, and, you know, I'm sure by now he's already seen them or got them from other friends. He's got people in low places that watch my YouTube videos. As if he doesn't do it himself, I don't know. But back to the whole religious talk. Apostolic is the next religion that's closest to the religion I used to practice when I was a kid. I used to always wear them skirts that went down to my heels. That's what I used to always wear. I never would hardly wear shorts. For the longest time. And I was really funny about that. I wore shorts around the house, but I would never wear them out in public. It was always me wearing a pair of jeans out in public. Because I'm not a skirt type of girl. I would wear shorts under my skirt, in case I fell backwards and when nobody could see my undies. My hair looks black in these. But fact of the matter, I have basically hit rock bottom. I mean, there's still probably a little ways to go before I completely hit rock bottom, but I think this is about as low as I'm going to let myself go. Really? Damn sleeve. And if I was my husband, I would follow me. Not rock bottom, but I would follow me when I went to church. Which, my husband's followed me before, because when I come up the idea, let's go to Wesley United Methodist, he's followed me. Pardon me, that was loud. Probably gonna be stinky too. I'm just not sure what to do. Gotta go to work. It's just I can't help it. I'm traumatized. It's something my husband's going to have to deal with when he does come home. I'm very traumatized. I'm always going to talk about my past because that's something that bothers me most. And unless you're a therapist, you have no right to talk. But maybe you might have ways to help me cope with it. And forgetting about the past and letting it go, it's not very easy. Yeah, you can say, oh, I'm not thinking about it. Your brain will believe what you tell it to. Yeah, your brain will believe what it tells you to. But the only thing it takes is one trigger to cause you to have that memory back again. So, I just need to figure out what's triggering my anxieties. What's caused me to have these anxieties. I'm getting tired. Well, I've been tired. But I'm going, in order to turn my life into from a negative to a positive, I'm going to have to go back into church. Meaning, stuff I want to do, it's just going to have to be given up. Certain lifestyle I want to try to live, it's going to have to be given up. Especially if I want to try to do what's right. You can still do a lot of things. But then again, I don't know, I don't even... Just not sure. Or we can have a lifestyle of our own. That's the Christian lifestyle. That's the lifestyle I would like to live. The lifestyle I used to live when I was a kid. Before my mom and dad used to start fighting and bickering back and forth and pushing each other and everything. Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. And then once I'm going to have to go to school here in Morgan, or hopefully find me a good job here in Morgantown. Maybe we could talk to rehab, see if they'll help me recertify my CNA, and then go up to Sunnydale and work up there. There's other nursing homes around here that'll probably hire me on the spot. Very good nurse's aide. Alright, everybody. This is Lisa Workman signing out. February 4th, 2015. Everybody have a great night. Mwah.